What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef for Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, I thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the content, and I hope you love WNBA action. To my old subscribers, my day ones, thank you for helping me continue to build this platform and keep this conversation going. I had to watch that Valkyrie Atlanta Dream game, especially for Fever fans, because they play both of these teams this week. They play the Valkyries tomorrow, so it's going to be pivotal. Valkyries coming off of that last game against the Fever will be the end of a 3-game road trip for them. Atlanta got the win, but this one was a close game. I mean, real close. Golden State came out swinging first quarter. Monique Billings was playing super well, playing real nice. Caught Jordan Canada with an elbow early, and that might affect Jordan Canada on Friday when they play the Fever. I mean, basically cut her open. She had a band-aid on her eye most of the game, and she was bleeding throughout the game. First quarter, they get out. Golden State got out quick, 10-2 run. The center for Golden State, Fink Bailey, she got in the early foul trouble, picked up 2 fouls quick. Atlanta goes on an 8-0 run. One thing about these two teams, they set a lot of screens, and this officiating crew was calling fouls like crazy on screens. So both teams had a lot of fouls early. One thing about the Valkyries, they play everybody. They didn't play Carla Leak this game, but they went enough deep in their bench to make it competitive. Caitlin Chen, she played well. She came in, hit a 3. It was 24-12 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. They went on an 11-2 run. Brianna Jones, I thought she should have made the All-Star game. For a big lady, she moves quick. I mean, she got a steal in the open court on another forward and took it coast to coast, and nice. I mean a nice steal. I mean, 2 back-to-back possessions. Brianna Jones went off, did a spin move in the paint. A lot of turnovers. First quarter, seven turnovers by both teams in the first quarter. Atlanta didn't have wasn't doing nothing in the paint. It was all jumpers. They had 4 points in the paint. That changed as this game went on. The second quarter was a different animal. Atlanta cranked up the D. And the turnovers. That's one thing that Fever fans need to be aware of. You can get some turnovers on this team. The later the game went, the sloppier the play got for the Valkyries. Even though they had the lead, it was 26-16 after the first quarter. When it was at halftime, it was 45-43. Atlanta had put it on them. I mean, 3-pointers and just a ton of turnovers. Veronica Burton and Tiffany Hayes, between the 2 starting guards, had 10 turnovers between those 2. That was huge. The Golden State Valkyries got a player, Alicia Amer. She played at South Carolina. She's rail thin, but she athletic as hell. She made one of the baddest, coast to coast, crossover layup I've ever seen in basketball, period. And she did it like, it was no thinking. It was all natural instincts. And she was on Alicia Gray, made Alyssa Gray look like an idiot. But it was a killer, killer move. And but like I said, they surrendered a lot in that second quarter. The third quarter, Monica Billings, she's been around the league, played for a lot of teams. She played well this game. They got a lot out of her that they don't really get out of their starters. Usually the guards and their bench is the one that balls for them. But Monica Billings was cooking. Jordan Canada came back from that eye injury. Griner, Griner doesn't play a lot, but the minute she gets, she's a nightmare. I mean, she was giving them fits in the brief time that she was playing. Brittany Griner only played 18 minutes, but she's a handful. Only had 11 points, but just the defensive presence. Only had one block, but Brianna Jones is basically they got two enforcers on their team. I'll just put it to you like that. In that third quarter, Golden State continuously settled for jumpers. I mean, settled for there was a stretch in the third quarter where Naz Hillman and Kate Martin were just trading threes back and forth. The third quarter was entertaining as hell. Into that quarter, it was 23. They scored 23 in that quarter, but Atlanta scored 21, and Atlanta was still on their heels. It was 68-64 at the end of the third, but it was a back and forth. The third quarter was back and forth. The fourth quarter, fatigue and turnovers, and it was the story of the night was turnovers. Atlanta only had 10. The Valkyries had 21, and that's what killed them. And Naz Hillman, their bench. I've never seen a bench player play. She played starters minutes. Naz Hillman played 31 minutes, had 16 points, was 4-7 from 3. She was firing threes up like it wasn't nothing, and they were falling. They only shot 35% from 3, but Naz Hillman was their bench scoring. Maya Caldwell only pitched in 3. Tiana Powell, she almost became an afterthought. She had a bagel. She played 8 minutes. Walker Kimbrough, 0. Taylor Theory came in for a spell and looked pathetic. 0 points. Nia Coffey, 0. It was Naz Hillman. It was the Naz Hillman show, and that's what carried them in the fourth. Alicia Gray started making some plays, and they ended up getting that win, 90-81. Basically sealed it off the end with free throws. Brianna Jones played 30 minutes, had 14 points, 8 rebounds. I still think she should have been an all-star. Alicia Gray, 24 points. She was a certified bucket. She got a nice shot, too. Jordan Canada was in and out the lineup because of that eye injury. Only played 26 minutes. She had scored 25 against Minnesota in that loss. But it's going to be interesting to see Irie McDonald lock up on Jordan Canada because they're both lightning quick. She only had 7 points, shot 2 of 8. Ryan Howard, just an athlete. She terrible shooter. 5 of 14, 15 points, even though she's an all-star. The Valkyries, everything they balled. They had players in double figures. Kate Martin had 11 off the bench, 18 minutes. Like I said, she was popping those threes. Caitlin Chen, 15 minutes, 7 points from your backup point guard. Letitia Amer, defense and assists, 17 minutes, had 4 points. Stephanie Talbot only had 2. Didn't get nothing for Janelle Salon, and Janelle Salon was one of the rookies that I had talked about a couple days ago. She had a bagel. Kayla Thornton, good game, 34. She kind of hurt her leg at one point, but she shook it off. 34 minutes, 15 points. That's something to look at for the game against the Fever. Monica Billings, she had a great game. 7 of 12, 19 points. Timmy Fink-Bailey, 0, had a bagel. Needed more from your starting center, but them guards. Tiffany Hayes, 4 of 10, 12 points, but she had 6 turnovers. And Veronica Burton, 26 minutes, and you had 4 turnovers. The 7 assists, 11 points. Turnovers killed them. Even after the game, Kayla Thornton stood on it. She said, hey, we got to learn how to execute down the stretch to close out games. And they've lost a couple games the same way. But this road trip, them coming off of this battle, because this was a battle. I mean, they called fouls. There was fouls that they didn't call, but this was a foul-ridden game. This was a physical game. So they got softened up by the Atlanta Dream for Fever fans. So if you're a Fever fan, the Valkyries are coming in tired. Definitely tired. They're 2-6 away from home, and you're playing at home. The Atlanta Dream is going to be a war. That's going to be a battle. That front court with Jones, and Griner, Aaliyah Boston gonna have to have an A game. But this was a good game. Let me know what you guys think about the week for the Fever. But yeah, this is what the Fever got on their hands. A tired Valkyrie team and a hungry Atlanta Dream team that knows they have a few teams. These three teams are all intertwined. They're all in the same 5, 6, 7. I mean, they're all in a row for the playoff spot. So yeah, this is an important week. But let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, folks, peace.